Hi Beach Bum families. This is a video just for the parents. So this is not for the kids. It's fine for them to watch it, but I think it's going to be a little bit boring. So this is really for the parents to just kind of walk you through how to access our online learning stuff. It is cooler than I thought it was going to be. I love being pleasantly surprised about that kind of stuff. So I've got a screencast. I hope you can see it. And I'm going to kind of walk you through how to find it. So you're going to go to wileybulldogs.org. Okay, that's going to give you our district website. And then you are going to scroll down just a bit to the quick links, and you're going to click on At Home Learning. Now, we've got it organized by grade level. Down here are some kind of extra tools, and I did not mean to click on that. It will help you in our online learning stuff to go ahead before you begin and log into Clever. And Clever is what I emailed you about how to log in. And so if you did not see that email or if you have questions about that, let me know. What you'll do is you'll click on Login with Google. I'm not going to do that right here because it's going to be a different login for me, but as a teacher, but you're going to log in with your child's Google email address that we gave you and their password. And again, I can resend that email if you are not seeing it. Go ahead and log into Clever before you start trying to access curriculum. I'm going to close out of that for now. If I were you, I would log into Clever and kind of leave that browser open, and that'll help you because that's going to give you access to some links that are going to happen in the online curriculum. Okay, so again, if you're not sure how to do that, email me separately, and I'll get you taken care of. But you're going to click on first grade, and we've got pre-K all the way up to 4th grade for your other kiddos. Click on first grade, and we've got 1 week up right now, and we will be adding more as we finish them. So you're going to click here, and sorry, my computer pulls that up, so I'll figure out how to stop that. And so what we have is a little calendar for the week, and we've got activities to do each day for each content area. We've got phonics, math, English language arts, that's kind of like grammar and writing, and then we've got reading, science, and social studies. And we've got little things to do for each day in those activity areas. Now, let me give you my public service announcement that says, if you are getting in the middle of doing something like this and you are realizing that your kiddo already knows how to do every single thing you're putting in front of them, it is okay for you to scrap the rest of the lessons for the week. Or if you're finding that this particular lesson is really far above where your kiddos are and you're having trouble getting them to connect to this learning, please reach out to me and I can help your kiddo with that. I can do private Zooms with just me and you and your kiddo rather than the big group ones that we've been doing and walk them through some things. I can record a special lesson just for them and put it on Seesaw and just tag you in it. I am here to assist your kiddo in learning these things in whatever method I can. So don't feel either frustrated by having them do things that they already know how to do. Don't do that. And also don't feel frustrated by having them do things that they don't seem like they can do that. Let me help you with that. Okay, that's totally my job. We're just doing it in a weird way. So all that said, take this at your own pace. It suggests that you do one little thing for each subject area every day. You don't necessarily have to do that. If it's more your thing, if it makes more sense to you to do like all the phonics and just have a phonics day on Mondays and a math day on Tuesdays, that's fine too. If you want to have one day chock full of learning and the other 4 days of the school week just hanging out at home, that's also okay. I want you to do what works best and makes the most sense for your family and your child's needs, okay? No version of this is bad. Do what works for you. None of us are doing what we're used to doing right now. There is no right or wrong way to go about this, okay? Okay? I don't want you to stress out any more than we already all are, right? Okay, but I do want to kind of walk you through. So pretend like you're logged into Clever, and you're not doing this, just watch me, okay? If I'm logged into Clever, let's say we're doing the math section, okay? It tells you a little bit about what you're going to learn, and it gives you a link to a BrainPop video. Now, let's see if it kept me logged in. Nope, it did not. I already gave you guys, I showed you how to request free access through BrainPop, and you can still utilize that login. It will make you log in before you press play, okay? It is fine for you to use that login that you might have already created. I emailed about that a long, long time ago. It seems like 100 years ago. But if you log in with your Clever stuff, it will already give you access to that. And so let me just show you what that looks like. So you click login, and if, like me, I have my own little login, you can do that. But see right here where it says or sign in with Clever, that will give you access to it automatically. Okay. So either route, whatever gets you to the video works. That's fine. Okay. We're not keeping track of how you're logging on or how many minutes you're spending. There's no oversight there, so don't worry about that. Just get to the content that makes sense for your kid. So it's a little video. You'll see it's less than 5 minutes long. And then at the end of it, they suggest that you take one of the quizzes to just check your understanding. There's an easy quiz and a hard quiz, and you can do one or both. It doesn't matter. There are also some games, some drawing or writing prompts. There is an activity like this one gives you, takes you to a little, it's really just a worksheet. And if you wanted to print this thing off and make your own cylinder, well, there you go. More power to you. There's just lots of different ways to extend your learning. You do not have to click on all of those or any of those. But if your kiddo wants to explore some more, there are lots of things there. So I'm going to go back to our calendar. Every day in math, they're giving you a little bit of something different. We've got a scavenger hunt worksheet to find 3D shapes in real life. All right. This is something we would have done at school if we had been in school, that you can do outside, that you can print off, or you can do digitally, or you can write it down in your notebook and do it that way. It doesn't, that any version of that is fine. There is, let's see, this document lets you look at the 3D shape of the faces, the sides that are full shapes, and it gives you a little link on the cover page. There's a video. Oh, you would have to, well, maybe I'm not opening it right. Let's see, let's try opening with Google Docs and see what happens. Nope. It's not letting, oh, let's see. Okay, I'm not sure that this link is actually working. Here is my public service announcement where I say that I did not create this content this week. We're going to take turns doing different things. This is not mine, and I'm not sure who did it. But, however, oh, now it's popping up. It's still acting weird, though. So if you open things with Google Docs, it gets a little funky. I would not recommend. It's a little strange. But for some reason, it's not letting you watch the video. But this video probably accomplishes the same thing that BrainPop video did. But it gives you just some extra little information about the shapes. And it lets them fill in the blanks here. So these are all just ideas. You don't have to do all of them. You don't have to do any of them. You could not log in to any of this and not do any school until, August. And your child will not be penalized in any way. There are no grades attached to any of this. There is no oversight. Does that mean I don't want your kiddo to do anything academic? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I am saying, please don't let this add lots of stress. And please don't worry about getting it all done in time or on the right day. None of that matters. Just do what works best for your family. So the phonics thing for today wants you to click on this video, and it'll take you to a little YouTube link, except Safari doesn't want to open YouTube. I bet that's why it wasn't playing the video earlier. I'm going to go with that is a Mrs. Brandon's internet problem because it was totally working. It's probably because I'm outside. Okay. It totally worked when I was inside earlier, but my husband is doing a Zoom call with his students, and the dude talks really loud, so I came out here. So just pretend with me that YouTube is working. Could be that YouTube's just glitching right now, but it gives you a little Bossy R video here. Okay, this one gives you a little practice worksheet, and it says they're going to use their, see this right here, reading writing connection book. That is in your child's beach bag that you may have picked up today at school. You should be getting those home, but they also have just made a PDF for you, so you can print this sucker off. Either version of that is fine. Okay, you can do it any way that you want. So you may say, let's see, check my time. I've got 4 minutes left. This cuts you off at 15 minutes for the free version of Screencast-O-Matic. There is a different thing to do for every content every day. We tried really hard to keep it under 45 minutes. That's been the goal. Obviously, we're not sitting down. We didn't time it. We didn't sit down and try to do everything and actually time it. So it could be that it would take a little longer or a little less time than that. If it feels like too much, do less. It's okay to do 3 of the 5 phonics activities for the week. It's okay for you to look at the math stuff for the week and say, well, my kid already knows all their 3D solid shapes. Mrs. Brandon has been teaching them on Seesaw. I'm going to skip math this week. Check. All right, that's fine. The one thing I will ask for you to do, because I think it's important for your child and also for you, is to have them read independently. Right here it says for 10 to 15 minutes. They want you to do that every single day. I'm going to up that and say 35 to 45 minutes a day can be spent in silent reading with stamina time. And if you are wanting to give your student a reminder of what reading with stamina looks like, I put a video of that on Seesaw, reading, I think it's just called Reading with Stamina. So have them watch that as a refresher, because these kiddos have been practicing reading independently in school all year. And so they should be really, really successful at that. So if you do nothing else all day, have them read for about 30 minutes to an hour a day. And that will, A, give them some really important reading time. B, give you some breathing time, okay? Also, when they're finished reading, talk to them about what they read. That's the best way to check for comprehension. Have them explain to you what they just read. Have them put it in order, beginning, middle, and ending, or ask them questions about, or have them ask you questions about their wonderings or what they think is going to happen next, make some predictions. Those are the kinds of conversations that I have with your students when they finish a book, or when I'm checking in with them during reading time. That's the best way to build a better reader, is to give them lots of time to read and then to ask questions about what they're reading to kind of check their comprehension. Okay? Okay. The other thing I want to say is, if you are working outside the home and if your kiddo is in daycare, or if your kiddo is staying with somebody else, please don't let this freak you out. Do not spend your entire evening just shoving in all of this academic stuff before bath time. Just don't do it. Don't do that. Do less. If you need to save it all until Saturday and just pick 1 or 2 activities from each subject area, do that. Do what works for your family. Take care of each other. Have some self-care. Take lots of naps. Go to bed early. Get some exercise. Get some fresh air. It's cold outside today, and I'm loving it. Hang in there. And please let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to be available on Zoom tomorrow night for the parents at 8:30. And for any questions at all that you might have. Let me know if you need help logging into Clever. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you in the meantime. Love you guys. Hang in there. Bye-bye.